Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In this video we will continue our journey in Python learning, and today we will talk about sets. Sets are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Set is one of the 4 built-in data types in Python used to store collections of data. The other 3 are lists, tuples and dictionaries, all with different qualities and usage. So we already learned all about lists and dictionaries, and in this video we will finish learning about sets, and in the next one we will talk about tuples, and then after that we will finish all 4 built-in data types that used to store collections of data. If you're not familiar with lists or dictionaries, you can check my previous video in this Python for Beginners series. Better do it before watching this one. Before talking about sets, I would like you to remind, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave your reactions. It would really support me and help me to continue and make new videos for you every week. So what is sets? Set is a collection which is unordered, unchangeable, and unindexed. So it's important. Unordered, unchangeable, and unindexed. Sets are written with curly braces. So let me create some sets as an example. So let me just open my interactive Python prompt. I'm using Python 3.11, the new version, and new for now. I don't know when you will watch this video. And then let me create set. So to create a set, you just need to do it like that. So for example, I will store some fruits here. So it would be banana, apple, and for example, kiwi. And this would be my set. Oh, sorry, I just used two. And this would be my set. So if we will check it, you would see that set. So sets are similar to both list and dictionaries. From dictionaries it has these curly brackets, from list it has the items stored by one, divided by comma. But they are not lists and they are not dictionaries, of course. They have a unique, different way of usage. So as I mentioned, set items are unordered, unchangeable, and do not allow duplicate values, which means that all items in the set should be unique. So let me show it in an example. If I will create a set with the 2 same items, I will not get an error, but in the result, I will create a set just with one item. The other will be just removed. So let's check. So for example, I will just create a new set, and I will store the same value twice. So for example, apple, and then apple. And everything is fine, the set is created, but if I will check our new set, you would see that we have not 2 values, but we have just one value, apple, because all the items in a set has to be uniques. This is the good thing, and I showed it in one of my shorts before, how to make sure that all your items in a list has a unique values, and for that you can use set. Check it out, I left the link above. I mentioned above that sets are unordered and unchangeable. Unordered means that the items in a set do not have a defined order. Set items can appear in a different order every time you use them and cannot be referred to by an index or key. So as you remember, when we needed to take one element from list, we could use index because in list the items ordered. In the dictionary, items are not ordered, but we had a key for each of the items, so we could store the item from a key. For sets, both ways will not work because these collections are unordered and doesn't have an order, not with the key, not with the indexing. Set items also unchangeable means that we cannot change the items after set has been created, but once set is created, you cannot to change any item of the set, but you can remove items and add new items. So this is important. Set items can be of any hashable data type, so not list or dictionaries, but integer, floats, strings, and even Boolean types. So for example, we have our sets here, and for now we stored as a value just we stored as a value just strings, but you could store as a value anything, any hashable type, which is, it could be some integer, it could be some float, it could be again string, and it also could be even boolean. So just like that. And in the result we have my set with the different types. There is also a different way to create set. For that you can use a set construction, and to do that you could just do it just like that. So for example, we will create a new set again, and we will just use set, and then we will add what the items of banana and apple, for example. Note that I used the double round brackets here, so you see. So when you will create, just make sure that you have them. So you can also change a list to set. So for example, we have like my list, which would be just 1, 2, 3, and to change it to set, we will just use set my list. And now we will have all these values stored as the set. If, for example, we would have in this list duplicates, like for example, we would have 4 2 times. If we will change it to set, you would see that 4 is just 1. So we will have only unique values. So this is important for sets. You can also check the lengths of set items using the length functions, the same way we did previously for lists and strings. So just to check the length of our new set, we will see that it's 2, because we will see our new set. We'll see this is 1 and 2. So we have 2 items, 2 unique items in our set. I mentioned before that sets are unordered, so you cannot access item in a set by referring to an index or a key. But then how you can access the items? There is the way you can do that by using a loop, looping through the set items using for loop. So, or ask a specified value present in a set by using the in keyword. So let me show both ways. So first one, for example, for I in new set, and then we will print I. Print I. And if you see in the result, we would have each of the elements, so we can access them just like that, or we can check using in whether, for example, banana in new set, and in the result we will get true or false depending whether banana is in our set, whether this item is in our set or not. So here is how you can check the item presence. Now let's review set methods. As list, strings and dictionaries, sets has its own methods. To review them all, we can use my favorite tool, it's help, and we will just write help Python set. And here you will have again all of the information about each of the method, how to use it, and what you should expect in the result. So let me just clear and open our interactive Python prom again, and I will create some set to show you all of the examples. So for example, I will create some simple set just like that, 3 and 4. So the first method that we will review is add. This method add an element to a set. So an important thing, this has no effect if the element is already present. So let me just show you both ways. So add, for example, 4. And in the result, we will see that we extended our set and we have one more element here, which is 4. But if you would try to use this method again, for example, in the result, you will not get the set with 2 4s, because as you remember, set has unique values. So if you're using add and the item is already present, it doesn't have any effect to your set. The next method is copy. And copy, as always, returns you a shallow copy of the set that you have. So in the result, you will have this new set. Then interesting method is difference. This method returns the difference of 2 or more sets as the new set. To test this one, let's create some new set. and just store some value here. So for example, we will store something similar. So 1 will be similar, and then we will store like 5 and 6. And then to check the difference, what we will use use my set, difference, and new set. And in the result, we will get the set with the different, with all of the values that are different. So we have 2, 3, and 4 different. So if you see this method, difference is showing us what is the difference between two sets. So 1 is not included. It will just show you 2, 3, and 4, because in our set we have 2, 3, and 4, and 1 is the similar than this one. This method is not changing our set. It just returning you a new set with the difference. But if you want to change this, you can use a similar method, difference update, and in the result you will update your set. So we will have my set updated without 1, because 1 is present in another set. Then we have another method called intersection. It does opposite to difference, to the method that we just reviewed. It will return all of the elements that are in the both set as the new set. So for example, we have my set, we have there 2, 3, 4. Let's add 1 back to our set, and we have new set where we have 1, 5, 6. And if we will use our my set intersection new set, in the result we will get 1, because this is what is similar between these two sets. This method also will return you a new one, and my set is not changed. But if you want to change it, you can use it a little bit differently. So you could just use intersection update, just like that. And in the result, you will see that my set is updated, and now it has just one element, which is common between these two sets. Next one is the method that returns true if two sets have a null intersection, which means that they don't have a similar items. So for example, we will check whether new set is disjoint with our my set, and in the result we will get false because they have a similar item, which is 1. If we will check, for example, with some different set 2, 3, we will get true because in our new set there is no 2 and no 3. So this method will return you false or true whether the elements whether you have the null intersection or not. Then another method is subset. It reports whether another set contains this set. So for example, we have our my set, then we will use is subset with new set, and in the result we will get true because 1 is placed in both sets. So then another method is superset, is doing opposite. So it will report whether this set contains another set. So if we will check it like that, we will get false, is superset. We will get false. But if we will check it differently, so for example, if we will check whether new set is superset to our my set like that, so we will get true because if we will check new set have this one and my set have just this one element, so all of the elements from this set are in this new set, so that is why we got true. The next method is pop. It will remove and return an arbitrary set element, and it will raise you a key error if the set is empty. So for example, we will just use my set, then pop, and in the result we have 1, and for now we have my set empty. And if we will use pop again, we will get a key error because there is no elements to remove. The next method is remove. It will remove an element from a set, and this element must be presented in a set. So for example, we have our new set, and let's remove 5. So new set, remove 5. And if we will check, we will see that 5 is removed and we changed our new set. But for example, if we will use this method where the item is not presented in the set, so we don't have a 5 anymore, and we use it again, we will get a key error. And to avoid this key error, we can use different method called discard. It's doing the same that remove, but it does not raise the exception when the element is missing from the set. So for example, if we will just use it, discard like that, nothing's happened, but you don't have an error. But if you will remove 6 that is presented, you will remove it just like that. So it's a linear way to use remove, depending whether you need an error to catch an error or not in your code. Then the next method is union. It will return the union of sets as a new set. So for example, new set, union, and we will just add something like 2 and 3, and in the result we have 1, 2, 3, just like that. With this method, you're not changing the set. You would just you're not changing this new set, you're just creating a new set, and the result you get a new set. But if you want to change your current set, you could use update, which would do similar to union, but instead of returning new set, it will update your set. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, if we will try to add like 2 again, we will not have it 2 times. We will have it just once because all the items in a set are unique. And the last one that I will show is clear. And this method would remove all of the elements from the set. So if you would check your new set, you would see that it's empty now. So this is all for sets. Thanks for watching. Leave your reactions and don't forget to subscribe. In the next video we will talk about tuples, and we will finish with basic Python built-in types objects, and after that we will start to dig in more into practice. So thank you for your time. Remember, knowledge is our superpower, and stay in touch. Bye bye.